Episode 26. Having dispatched the torturer, the adventurers are preparing to move on. The party is mostly in good shape, apart from Angry losing the vision in his eye. We join the party as they continue their journey through the caves of chaos.
Right, what's next?
Love coves, the trusty coves.
You killed the torturer. You searched his room. You found his stash.
Oh, I do not want to go back up. I think if we go back up to where we were before, we're going to meet loads of zombies and maybe the priest as well. So I reckon we either go
Could always have a peek, see if they're still there. Maybe have a dash.
southeast or south.
South seems the most logical for the way out. Oh, does it? Hang on. Right.
Well, you never know. It might have a hidden exit over in this scrub area.
Yeah, south.
Yeah, if we go south and see where that takes us. Angry's not leading at the moment.
I'm happy with either of those options. Just don't really get fancy going back up because I reckon we're going to just get swarmed by zombies if we go back up.
Let's go south.
South. All right.
South, down this way.
There.
Okay, so you go that way.
Can we do a bit of a shimmy and move people?
You come to a door. And there's also a cheeky alcove on the west. Like that.
Something like that. All right.
Something about like that. So you is there one outside the door? You can arrange them how you want. Or what halves.
What's in this alcove?
Nothing. The scariest thing of all.
It's literally just a cheeky alcove, like Gareth said.
Have we got a thief to check this door?
You want me to check it for?
I don't know. See if you can see through it. Could you go through a keyhole or something, or check it for traps?
I can check it for traps.
We can all be very quiet and listen.
Are there any traps?
Spend a turn looking for traps. And I will fail to type thing. Yeah, so there are no traps. Door is locked. But you make short work of it and unlock it. So yeah, it's like a reinforced locked door. There are no traps, but you managed to pick the lock in the 10 minutes.
All right. Someone else can go first.
Up the lock, so you're pretty sure it'll open. Smooth as silk.
Okay, Bull will take this one then.
Okay, so Bull opens.
Neil's got your back, mate. Neil's got your back.
So Bull opens the door to a small chamber. There's a number of forms chained up to the walls.
Oh, God.
They're pretty much all humanoid skeletons, but there is one person still living in here. She's looks emaciated and she's wearing like a cloak and a hood and everything. And she sees Bull come in and she says, "Oh, please help me." Oh, thank God, because she recognizes, she can see you're an adventurer, and she calls out you to help her.
What happened to you?
So do you come in to speak to her?
Yes.
Okay, so you look into her face, and
dear.
as you do so, the hood falls away from her. You see it sort of writhing, and it falls away, and her hair is like all snakes. And she's actually like a Medusa, and you have to do like a Constitution save or be turned to stone.
Okay.
No.
Such bullshit.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
There's no easy turns in this, is there? It's just like
Oh,
So
thank
you
God
you passed the test.
get in, Bull.
Yeah,
We've
there's
got a mind.
plus
We've
two.
got a mind
Evil
She-
bastard.
She begs you to free her.
Yeah, fuck this.
Trying to turn you to stone.
What's he do? Just leave her to starve? Cold.
Well,
Cold as ice. See you later.
Cold though, compared to what she was about to do, is it?
She can't turn it off. It's just like
Oh, that's her excuse. It's just in her nature.
it's like
All
a
right,
King
man.
Midas type of situation.
Typical fucking woman.
Does it look like there's anything valuable in that room at all when he went in there?
well,
There's a Medusa, or It's weird actually in D&D. It calls them Medusas, but Medusa was one of the Gorgons, so really it should be a Gorgon in my opinion. But according to the book, there's a Medusa in there and some skeletons.
Who's
so
got a mirror?
no,
Who's got a mirror? Shine the mirror in the Medusa's face and turn herself to stone. Isn't that the way it works with a Medusa?
well, there's nothing of value in the room. So I guess you can try it. Do you have a mirror though? Because that sounds like the type of thing I always prompt you to buy in the town, and you never do.
Someone did.
No,
I think
I had a shiny mirror that I gave to the gnomes to let us in the doorway.
Yeah, I think
giving
one of my previous characters did.
Yeah,
Cool
I got
story,
some
Greg.
random stuff, but I don't actually have a mirror.
Okay, so you're just gonna shut her back in there and pretend you never saw a Medusa in there, or
We could kill her.
snake poison. Or
Did
just
she
outright victory.
Did she answer my question? I can't remember what I asked now.
what are you doing in here or something? Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
the evil priest, his minions captured me, brought me here. She goes,
Oh, she's acting all innocent.
she's basically saying that the evil priest is going to sacrifice her because a Medusa is even more valuable than a human sacrifice.
The evil priest. Hang on a minute.
Why hasn't he got?
That's the dude we're trying to get. So maybe we could question it.
It's not the guy we've just killed, is it?
No,
That was the torturer. That's just some badass torturer who's actually much tougher than the evil priest and probably could have just taken over.
But is the evil priest who we were fighting
that's the one we'd
different to the wizard?
find.
Who were the wizards?
Well, the wizard was the start of the adventure when we. Is this a different part?
Yeah, the evil priest. He was an evil priest.
I don't think it's a different part, mate, because I reckon we came in at the top level and we're going down. So it's probably like these are the clues on the way up. If we
Yeah,
had
the
gone
evil-
in,
the evil priest is the guy that left that ran down the secret tunnel and escaped. The guy from
Right. Okay. So
Chaos.
it is the same person.
Yeah, he
I'm
wasn't
just
a wizard. He was an evil priest.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if we could use her as bait now. He might return here at some stage.
No, I don't buy her story. If she's emaciated, that means she's been there a long time. Like, if he was going to sacrifice her, he'd have gone and done it.
But I think she overhears you say that, and she says that her explanation is that he's waiting for like a particular time, like a particular alignment of the stars.
you definitely hit a nerve with the GM though, Dave. Like definitely hit a nerve with the GM. You're onto something. Definitely onto something. I don't think we should kill her now. We should keep her alive. I'm not sure exactly what for, but
So I think Bull is just sort of turned around. He's just turned his head.
Yeah, he's like looking away from her and talking to her. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's beseeching you to free her and let her go and everything, which you probably won't. But that's her deal.
I mean, is there any incentive to letting her go?
Really? I mean, only that it could be construed as the right thing to do. But
You don't get any experience for doing the right thing, Rob.
no.
Don't get any experience for killing her either, though.
No, but that could be construed as the right thing to do as well.
Is there?
Yeah, I know. I'm just having fun with you all.
But it's just like, can you ask if there's like, would there be any reward to letting you go?
Can, yeah.
I think she's just not. She's not got anything. She's like just a humble monstrosity. It's just a simple down home monstrosity. He just wants to go back to her monstrous family or whatever.
can we ask her if she's aware of any treasure in the caves of chaos that we're in?
I guess.
No. She mostly just hangs out in this. She mostly either hangs out in this cell or in the torture chamber.
Right, okay. She hasn't got a clue then.
Does her gaze work on zombies and skeletons?
Good question. I'll relay that one.
Is an open question.
Like, does it turn them into stone?
She does not know.
Not even zombies.
She doesn't know. Is that what you're saying, Gareth? She doesn't
Yeah,
know.
she
how
doesn't
it
know.
works.
Yeah.
I think it must be like a curse, right? So it's like I don't really know how Medusas work, to be honest. But let's say it's a curse. She doesn't know, but it's this terrible curse that everything she looks upon turns to stone.
How does the torturer torture her without looking at her?
That is a brilliant question.
I mean, we've just seen he's a professional torturer. He's very good at his job. So
Well, he
he
was.
must have some kind of trick. He was. Yes.
Oh yeah, there was a potion somewhere. Hang on, I think I overlooked a potion somewhere. Ah, fuck it. Oh, let's just say it's in here. So there's some potions in here, and she explains that they use these potions, which seem to like offer some kind of immunity to her gaze. And there's like two of these potions that are, I can't remember what they're called, but they basically stop you being turned to stone. Oh no, actually it's an amulet. It's an amulet. There's an amulet. It's an amulet.
Anti-stone turning amulet.
Yeah, let's just say that.
Valuable.
That sounds pricey. Where's that then? That sounds pricey. Where's that then?
It's just here. You can have it. Here you go. An amulet of not turning to stone.
Okay.
Oh, I don't know. Do we want to use her or not? I'm not sure.
Tricky.
I mean, if her look can turn zombies and skeletons to stone, then
She might need feeding first and have a little rest, not tied up.
I'm inclined to like have her along with us because she's not like directly attacking us.
No, but that's because
So-
she's tied up.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this not turning to stone thing. No, it is a potion. There's a potion of stone to flesh.
Just one.
Yes.
So someone has to drink a potion of stone to flesh to stop their flesh being turned to stone. Is that what you're saying?
She has. Yeah, there's a potion in here, which if you drink it, it's enough. It's enough for 6 people to not be turned to stone.
No. Now it's seeming pretty risky to bring someone who turns everyone to stone along with us, isn't it?
There's a lot more than 6 of us.
Yeah. Neil's gradually walking away from this dilemma at the moment. Like thinking, oh, I don't know.
So when she has her hood up, then she's not turning people to stone.
No, it's just you couldn't see that she was a gorgon with a hood up.
How is she restrained?
Chains like this.
Okay,
Chained to the ceiling. There's like a ring on the wall high up near the ceiling.
I'm just wondering if we could free her and run. And like, you're free, but don't follow us.
And those were the last words he said before he turned to stone.
Well, we know about it now. We don't have to look at her. Is that right? Right.
Is it right that you don't have to look at her? Yeah, I suppose.
Did Bull see? Bull's the only one who's actually been in the door, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Was
Did
it
he
good-
see anything of worth when he looked in the
yeah.
doorway?
Conversation.
No.
Like a
No.
cell, there's not going to be
The only
anything
thing
wrong.
of worth in here is that there's a creature that can turn things to stone. If that's not of
That
interest and you don't
doesn't
care if she
seem-
dies, you can just leave. I don't know.
Shut the door, lock it, leave her. Let's go. That's what I reckon.
I'm still tempted to try using her on the zombies.
Ask her.
Yeah.
If we free you, will you help? Will you help us?
Yeah, she
But look-
totally agrees. She's like,
No,
yeah.
sure she does.
She's like, yes, please let me go. I will help you. I need to escape too.
But how do we control the power? Not end up turned to stone.
Ask her if she's willing to wear a chain and collar and be at our command until we are
Um,
in freedom in the outside
oh,
world.
not with a chain and collar, but with a hood over her head, maybe.
Yeah,
We've also
like
got to
you
ask
could like
ourselves,
you could
we
blindfold her.
do we really want to free her? Like, she could just like go into a town and turn it all to stone.
That's true. These are the questions.
Hmm.
You could blindfold her. You have to be careful. You'd have to trust her not for a snake hair to bite you because she has hair that snakes.
The thing is, I guess, this is the real question, isn't it? If we can use her to deal with the zombies and skeletons, that's the real question. If she can deal with that, she's worth having.
That's a good
If
idea.
not,
But she
she's
doesn't-
not worth having at all.
But she doesn't know if that power works on the zombies and skeletons. The only way we're going to find
doesn't
out is the only
She
way we're going
doesn't know, but we could try it out. We could try it out.
The only way
What I
we
was
can
trying to
find
say,
out is
are you open to having a chain and collar on you, and we'll offer you up to the zombies?
Do you have a chain with a collar? Just when you carry around with you?
That's true. No, I don't. No, that's true. That's a good point.
You got some copper wire.
I mean,
Paul did have some chains, but he stashed them. So
There are chains in here and manacles because she's chained up.
yeah, are there any keys?
Surely we can fashion something then. Surely we can fashion something.
I'm thinking how to kind of release her, make sure she's blindfolded or have a hood over the top of her head, and then see whether her powers work on the zombies. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, that sounds similar to what I was suggesting. To be honest, more like
But she's more likely to go
you're
just
not
to,
going to let her like, randomly walk around like turning our own people into stone. So even if you did have a chain and collar around her, she would have a hood over her head still until the point where you want to uncover the hood. Like
she's more likely to agree to just having a hood over her head than to be chained and collared up like a dog. That's what I'm saying.
possibly we don't know until we ask her, do we? At the moment, she's just locked in a room, manacled up to the walls. I think so. She might be good with being walked around like a dog at the moment, for all we know, unless we ask her.
Well, how would that help prevent her from turning you to stone though?
With what?
Like putting her on a lead wouldn't really help prevent her turning to stone, would it?
No, well, it would require the talking to her first. Anything we do with her requires talking to her first.
To be honest, it just depends on whether you trust her
on
not to attack you or not. You have to make a decision about whether you trust her to go with you and be on your side or not, I think. And it doesn't matter whether you put her on a lead or not. Like, she either is going to, like, turn on you or she isn't.
Yeah, pretty much it.
I don't trust her.
Are we going to trust her, yes or no?
No.
Like, you could trust her and because she wants to escape. And then she may be able to help you with the zombies. But you have to decide then, are you going to set her free? Although you could double cross her. Or you could just leave her here.
Yeah, she would need to convince me to trust her.
Well, obviously she's trying to. She's like, please save me. I just want to go home. Boo hoo hoo. Whatever she's, So we've got 15 minutes left. I don't know, it's the end of the session. If you want, we can stay here the whole time discussing what to do about the Gorgon.
I think personally, myself, my characters, and me as a partner are not convinced and don't want to have anything to do with it. So I leave it up to everyone else.
It's really risky, I think, to have a Medusa with us.
What do we know? Like, do we consider this to be like an evil monstrosity? I guess. Like,
yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like some kind of evil curse or something, right?
Yeah. That might swing it. Like, really. I mean, we didn't take the bowls either for the same reason.
Is the curse only when we look at her, or if we look at her eyes in particular? Or
I think if you meet the gaze of a Medusa is from my
I mean that's what
small
happened with
understanding of mythology, but yeah.
So we need some sunglasses for her.
Blindfold. Yeah, I said you could blindfold.
Yeah.
Ultimately, the best thing to have would have been a mirror, and we could have turned her to stone. But no one's got a mirror, so we can't do that.
Okay, so you taking her or not?
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, so what are you gonna do?
Right. Okay.
We get
a little bit less about what you're not gonna do, and a little bit more about what you are gonna do.
Yeah, good point.
I think we should blindfold her and take her.
That was my mind, but...
Oh.
Tell you what, I'm gonna vote for that as well.
Well, that's swung it now because that's 3.
I swung it. That's 3, 4, and 2 against. Go for it then.
Okay.
Neil's
Cover your eyes.
back up very promptly up the corridor though.
He's going to ask her, you know, are you okay if we blindfold you to protect us from your curse?
Yeah, she agrees so long as you're going to release her.
Yeah, we will. So I'm
We
gonna
should cuff her as well, so she can't just take the blindfold off and then
Come on then.
tell
Get
us what to
cuffing
do.
then.
I haven't got anything to cuff her with, though. That's the thing. I'm the ideas guy.
You got their handcuffs. Her hands are already chained together, like
Oh,
with,
very
like
good.
manacles, and the manacles are looped around a chain to the ceiling. So you can,
Hmm.
if you just break the chain to the ceiling, then she's already handcuffed.
We shall do that then.
Okay.
Put a
Next
blindfold on
next
her.
step is the collar around the throat, and then she'll be all yours, mate.
We don't need a collar around her throat. So she's going to remain handcuffed and we'll put a blindfold on her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll lead her out.
Okay.
What's her name?
Medusa.
So original.
Yeah, that's actually a name, though, isn't it? Like Gorgon is like more like species.
Yeah.
So let's just say Medusa because I'm not feeling imaginative. We've got something else going on here.
At least we'll remember who it is and what they do. So yeah, cool.
So okay, right. So what are you doing? You heading back, or are you heading east?
Gonna head back up to where these are.
Gonna face the zombies.
See whether
Okay, is that the idea of Medusa then to have her face the zombies ahead of everyone else?
She can come up from
Is that the idea?
Clive. He's a
I'm going
minder.
to close this door behind me. Yeah.
Are you able to bring her up front?
Yeah. So she's with you. That's fine. Now what?
All right. Well, then, them that are leading her, take her up there because
Yeah,
I ain't jumping into that storm.
Okay. Like ahead of you, as soon as you kind of start to come up the steps, you see that there are. Oh, it's probably once your torchlight reaches them, but there are these creatures that resemble hobgoblins waiting in the corridor.
What? Where did they come from?
Oh, random event? No, I forgot about those.
But as you look at them, there's something unnatural about them. They're not hobgoblins.
No, don't do this.
Should we turn them to stone?
They do what?
What are they?
Go on.
There's some kind of they kind of move strangely. They have a shambling undead kind of gait to them. They're like some kind of weird undead hobgoblin hybrid monster. And one of them sees the light and then they begin to shamble towards you.
And then
They're quicker than a zombie. They're like they're rushing in. Get 'em, boys.
Yeah,
Okay.
take the blindfold off.
See if the
blindfold off.
Medusa works.
Like pointer at them. Okay.
I think literally somebody stands there, holds her by the shoulders, and does the blindfold.
Let's see. What is their constitution?
Oh, how did you roll that? Oh, that's not all.
60 20s. Yeah. So the constitution is
67 out of 120. So,
the two of them have turned to stone.
really?
Yeah. Well, and maybe the front two because they were the closest.
And then reapply the blindfold. Just a glimpse. You just let it drop.
Yeah. And the other ones are continuing. Let's get them,
That's
boys.
Alright, so they're undead, so fancy them?
Yeah, fancy will do a quick try his spell of turn undead.
Okay. And what is do you have to have a higher level than them?
It's
Or is it equal? Or what was the wording?
undead targets have hit dice less than level. So
Okay,
if
it doesn't work. And they're charging towards you.
So they've got hit dice more than 3, have they?
Well, are you level 4?
Well, I'm level 3. So yeah, they've got more than 2 hit dice.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
Right.
Because they're level 3, sucker!
I'm going to run away.
Okay, what are you going to do with Medusa? Are you going to leave her there?
No, she can come with me.
Okay.
Like Clive's her minder.
Right.
Like, what do you mean on the collar and chain that we should have always put on her?
No, but she's got blindfold on, so I'm leading her around.
Okay. So these things are heading towards you, pretty much the same speed that you move, and so you're going to have to do something about them.
Oh, I didn't expect everyone else to run away as well.
Well, all right. So
What's the plan? Where are you going to make a stand? What are you going to do about it?
Neil and Goring have moved up, mate, since that happened. So
Okay.
Goring's ready to fire an arrow as soon as they come around the corner, and Neil's ready to secure this tunnel way as soon as Angry's through. But I'm expecting Angry probably will help Neil.
Yeah. So
They've worked together a few times now on the front line, so they're probably going to do that.
as soon as the Medusa's through, Angry's going to get in a
I'll
position.
just like move everyone up there.
Oh, these things are going to be tough.
Yeah, they are. They're going to be a bitch. All because we tried to use a Medusa, you had to bring out the fancy ones.
Okay, so
Hey, the Medusa work in principle.
so these things are coming around the corner. Is anyone doing a ranged attack?
Yeah.
Goring gets arranged, definitely. He was prepared for that. That was what his old deal was about.
Blammo.
Wait, it's
Yeah, I'm assuming Medusa's not stood there right in front of
Medusa's
Frankie.
not there. She basically goes where Clive goes.
oh, okay. So got it.
Get in, Goring!
Whoa.
Okay, and Frankie wounds one. Yeah, he gets a good hit on it, but it's still going.
Can Angry still move at all to let Neil in from melee or not?
And then they continue to charge and attack Angry.
Angry's going to sidestep and let Neil in.
Yeah, that's pretty shady. But all right, okay.
I don't know.
I think that's pretty realistic, to be fair.
Okay. And then one of them chants some words, and an ion cannon shoots through the earth and destroys everybody except for the fools.
I knew it.
That's totally realistic.
Okay, right,
Very
Connor.
like
Neil's missed.
Angry's
40.
done well.
So
Neil's going to have a counter attack.
Oh man.
14's not hit. Shit.
it is not. And then
That
they
would have
attack.
destroyed it.
Angry and Neil
Neil counter attack has missed.
hits Angry. Whoop! For 12!
Fuck's sake.
Ooh,
Well-
Angry!
That's serious shit. That might be his death.
And where the arrow, where Frankie's arrow hit this other one, it kind of like the wound sort of seals up, and the arrow snaps off and falls out.
What?
It's like healing itself slightly. Is what you should take from that.
We need to hit him harder than this.
Okay, so that's the end of the round.
Can Frankie drag Neil? Sorry,
Shock
can
silence.
Frankie drag Angry out?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we are withdrawing from this battle. We're still fighting, but withdrawing. That's what my opinion would be. Probably withdrawing to this sort of line here
Right.
with Neil and Goring at the front, Angry out, and Neil and Goring being at the front. Is that fair enough or not?
Do you think they're immune to Medusas now? Or, like, can we do another Medusa attack?
We didn't establish that with Paul, did we? It's like
I reckon with the Medusa, hold the Medusa in this T junction.
hmm.
Not in
Yeah, so Neil and Goring, Frankie Drank's Angry out.
Dad, what do you think the rule is with Medusa? Like,
You have
can we
to
get
try
another
it.
Medusa
And
attack?
you'll have to see whether it works or not.
Because it made two of them
Right.
turn to stone. And this will be a
I
step.
reckon hold her in this centre section here, in this T junction. Frankie drags Angry out, Neil and Goring retreat, and we can potentially unleash Medusa in the T junction. That's my idea. And considering that both my characters are like right in the firing line now, I reckon we should go for that.
Because I'm thinking every time they look into a rise, they're taking another one.
They may take down another one, definitely. I'm not arguing with that. But there's no other options, is there, really? It's a fighting withdrawal. It's giving Frankie the opportunity to drag Angry out. They haven't got far to move. Neil and Goring aren't going far back, so they can move. Like, they're literally... Neil's moving about 3 foot back, and Goring's moving about 10 foot back to try and make a line there.
Mhm.
Before that, I reckon that Frankie can drag Angry out.
So you want everyone to move back.
Probably the next turn will be Neil and Goring will be fighting.
Like this.
Yeah, it'll be like that sort of thing. They're out, and whoever's controlling Medusa should be in the centre of the T junction, ready to do something.
Neil.
Should the people in the front fall? That's the way I
Alright.
see it.
Okay, so they both missed, so if you want to attack them.
All right, come on, lads, you can do this.
You can do it.
Goring. Don't tell me. I don't want to know until I've rolled the other one.
Ugh.
No,
Nothing. Nout.
Now,
14 is not enough. We gotta hope that a second look will make him turn to stone.
What's that noise that
Counter.
plays at the end of Nightmare? It's that noise. It's past 11.
Gong.
Yeah,
um,
it's the
Well,
end.
next time, Easter will run up and revive Angry, but it's not that time yet. But it will happen. I want Angry to survive.
Well, Fancy's.
Has Fancy got some kind of bonus to it? He does, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gives him advantage, so he gets to roll twice.
Do it with Fancy.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute. It was Frankie dragging Angry, wasn't it? So can Frankie just keep dragging Angry down there, out of the way?
Probably a good idea. Frankie's not going to be
I
much
think-
good at close combat, so
Frankie's going to be useless at close combat. So if he can keep dragging Angry down that way, then you potentially here we could set up a 3-person, I reckon, with Neil, Goring, and Bull, and we have Medusa set up right behind us when we all die.
could work.
Like the optimism there.
Yeah, I've got great optimism for this campaign.
Are we allowed
Was
to know if
this-
this is a random encounter or whether this was like
Yes.
some evil plot?
It was a random encounter.
Ah,
It was, which is like the cost of spending a long time doing things in the dungeon.
But their healing is disturbing.
Yeah, they're in keeping with the dungeon, so I was happy happy enough that I rolled it. It's like the evil priest has summoned some extra strong undead minions to help him out because he's like got his back against the wall. It all sort of makes sense. It's not like
I'm totally on board. If we hadn't have met these evil fuckers, we would have met about 30,000 zombies. It's there's nothing wrong with it. We're in a level 3 cave
mm,
in the boss area. Do you know what I mean? It's gonna
Yeah,
be
yeah, yeah.
bad.
no, I get it. I was just curious. That's all.
yeah,
Well,
no, it was a
so-
random encounter. It's because you're on level 3 as well, so it's like level 3
Yeah.
wandering monsters are like pretty badass. And also it was like I rolled these things are called thools, which are like a cross between a hobgoblin and a troll and a ghoul. And
Yeah.
there are 1 to 6 of them, and I rolled 6.
Okay. Say that game.
It was pretty much maximum number of them as well, so it was bad luck.
I mean,
Rule?
we froze to
Ooh.
a
Is that what
big
you
rock, so we're doing pretty well so far.
Ghoul. Like that.
Are we all on board with this like 3-person line here then, and having Medusa
that-
behind this line?
Only an hour of real time has passed in this session.
No.
Because you pretty much ran away from that other fight, had a look at the altar for a second, scared away some zombies, went around to fight this dude up here.
Are we stopping now? Because it's
Yes.
past 11.
Yeah.
Oh,
It probably should have been more than an hour, but I guess I was generous. So you've rolled 6 random encounters and got unlucky
can we
once.
do one more fucking roll? Because
Nope.
I feel like I've got a plan for this next roll now, and I'm going to forget it by next week.
Nope.
All right.
Disallowed.